I'm gonna smack you, Tracy.
Saturday morning, tell.
Yeah.
I got all excited. We had a new camping friend.
That's the very morning you're supposed to kind of take it easy.
A tabletop model. It's very cute, but it's not what I thought. I was like, oh, you camping people.
Like going down the road feeling good.
Check 1, 2. Make sure you can hear me sing, please. Over Richard's fiddle. Thank you.
I'll just play harder, is all I'll do.
He plays so hard the other night, he broke a string. What I know.
Oh, Lord.
He sure did.
Does anybody need a water? I've got to go over here and get one.
I got one.
I brought me one.
Are you okay? Do you need more water?
Yeah, I got the beers on.
I'm good.
Here we go.
Had a song in my head this morning coming on to work.
Huh?
There's a tune in my head going to work this morning.
That tune?
No, can't remember what it is now. There's a whole bunch of keys, I believe.
Yeah. That's A tune.
Yeah.
We play it to it.
And a good Saturday morning to all you folks listening in over the airwaves of WPAQ. It is time for another edition of the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round, broadcast live always from the historic Earl Theater, home of the Old Time Music Heritage Hall right here in downtown Mount Airy. I'm your host, Jenny Lowry, and it's my pleasure to also welcome the folks watching on our YouTube stream at WPAQ radio station, and welcome as well to the folks listening in on the internet. Right now, without further ado, let's get some great old-time music on the air here. Let's make welcome the Slate Mountain Ramblers.
I don't want to hear no whining.
I had to cut Daddy off on that one. I said, cut it short. My arm hurts. Right out of the gate, wide open's hard. Well, thank y'all. We are the Slate Mountain Ramblers. I'll introduce everybody to you real quick. Playing the guitar from Mount Airy, North Carolina, Mr. Randy Hyatt. Woo. Playing the fiddle is my dad, Mr. Richard Bowman. Back behind, playing the bass, my mom, Barbara Bowman. And the star of the show, and the cutest by far, playing the guitar, and she might sing a little bit, my daughter, Miss Malin Todd. And my name's Marcia Todd. We thank you so much.
Kitty Clyde.
We'll do you a little bit of Kitty Clyde.
Me, kitty pie, kitty pie. Say that you love me, darling, do. Say that you love your own true love. Say that you love me, kitty pie. I wish I was a little fish, little fish. I'd never got the hook or the line. I would swim to the end of the sea, leave all them big fish behind. Say that you love me, kitty Clyde, kitty Clyde. Say that you love me, darling, do. Say that you love your own true love. Say that you love me, kitty Clyde. I wish I was a little bird, a little bird. I'd fly far over the sea. I would fly till the end of the world. To you, I'm there for me. Say that you love me, kitty Clyde, kitty Clyde. Say that you love me, darling, do. Say that you love your own true love. Say that you love me, kitty Clyde.
Thank you. It's good to be here today. Thank y'all for coming out. It's nice to see everyone. We sure appreciate the support. Claudine, Phyllis, it sure is good to see y'all. We sure appreciate you coming. We've got special guests here. Tracy and Oscar drove about 6 hours, or 8 or 4. Well, 6 sounded better, didn't it? They drove 4. What's 2 more if you drove 4? What's 6? But they come down, and Alton and Miss Brenda come off the mountain, and Kim come just from right over the road, and my Aunt Ann and Coy. But we appreciate everybody coming out and being with us. Maybe you can dance a jig a little bit here.
Like we never got here.
Mississippi.
Frosty said he liked to never got here. For those that don't know, you could throw a rock really hard, probably, in him and Mom and Daddy's house. So a little bit of Mississippi Sadie for you.
y'all can do another one, or we can take a break, whichever one's better for you. Whatever you think.
We'll do another.
All right.
Doing a bit of Arkansas Traveler. We ain't played that in a while. We'll do a little bit of Arkansas Traveler. We hadn't played that tune in 2 years, probably.
Saturday morning merry-go-round from the Slate Mountain Ramblers. We'll have a real quick break and hear a word from our sponsor of this portion of today's merry-go-round. That's Price Power Equipment over in Elkin, North Carolina. And we'll be back with more great old-time music right after this. Thank you so much, Bob King. Appreciate you very much this morning. And also these folks providing some great old-time music. So let's give them another big round of applause. And welcome back the Slate Mountain Ramblers.
All right, thank you very much, Jenny. You know you're getting old when?
When you look in the mirror.
when you've look out on the dance floor and realize that you have played for 5 generations of people. No. This little lady right here, Merlin, is I think would be the 5th generation if I'm not mistaken.
Well, you are old, ain't you?
And we appreciate from the first generation to the last one too. So, but I just had to say that. What'd you say, Play Marshall?
Oh, I said you was old, ain't you?
Oh. She keeps us saying that, but I want y'all to know I still got most of my bottom teeth.
Most of them. We'll send this one up the mountain to Miss Sue Nestor in Maynard. Maybe they can get off the couch in a recliner long enough to shake a little bit of a leg. A little bit of ain't gonna work tomorrow.
I ain't gonna work tomorrow, and I ain't gonna work today. I ain't gonna work tomorrow, for tomorrow be a rainy day. I'm gonna leave this country, and I'm going around the world. I'm gonna leave this country for the sake of one little girl. Oh, I ain't gonna work tomorrow, and I ain't gonna work today. I ain't gonna work tomorrow, for tomorrow be a rainy day. Did you hear that mournful sound? The pretty girls are laughing, standing on the cold, cold ground. Oh, I ain't gonna work tomorrow, and I ain't gonna work today. I ain't gonna work tomorrow, for tomorrow be a rainy day. I hang down my head in sorrow, and I hang down my head and cry. I hang down my head in sorrow as my darling passes by. I ain't gonna work tomorrow, and I ain't gonna work today. I ain't gonna work tomorrow, for tomorrow be a rainy day.
All right, thank you very much. We're going to play this next tune for some folks. Had a call about the middle of the week from Mr. Denny Horton, lives up Fancy Gap Way, Hillsville. And I used to play with his dad, Mr. A.B. Horton, but he wanted us to send him out a song. And also Mr. John Edmonds, which is roundabout way, I guess getting everybody to know who I'm talking about would be Barbara Poole. I guess everybody knows her. It was her uncle. It'd be Norman Edmonds' son, and maybe the last one his family that in that musical family that's living in that age. And Mr. Jerry Jackson too. Want to send this tune up to them. A little bit of which was you going to do? Rockingham, Cindy?
Sure.
Okay. Used to play this tune with A.B. Horton a lot. Send this up to Denny and his family.
All right, thank you very much. We'll do you another dance tune here. This is Claudine's favorite song. This is Claudine's favorite song and used to be James Lawson's favorite song. It's a little bit of Ducks on the Mill Pond. That was, trust me, Claudine. You know how Daddy is. He forgets when to stop because he forget when he started. I have to give him all kind of nods and notions.
I always wondered when I growed up why my dad and mama always talked about things that happened to them when they was young. That was all they could remember, because I'm like that now myself. All right.
We'll better play one for Cousin Coy down here.
Okay, what you want to do?
He likes to have a little bit of that Lost John
all
and
right, maybe
chicken
Mitch
reel.
Thanks to that.
Yeah, Mitch.
Good to see you, Mitch. Well, so we ain't forgot you. We'll play your tune here a little bit.
A bit of the ragtime in a little bit. But here you go, Cousin Coy. Lost John and chicken. See, he done said which one. He done forgot what he's supposed to play. So which one? Lost John sitting by the railroad track, waiting for the freight train to come back. Freight train come, never made no stop. You ought to see Lost John getting on top. Long go, Lost John. Funniest man you ever did see. She lost John coming to Tennessee. No hat on his head, no shoes on his feet. Begging a man for some to eat. Long go, Lost John.
giving me all kind of wrong signals up here.
For 30 years, we've played Lost John, and then he rolls right into Chicken Reel. 30 years. All of a sudden, he just stops in the middle.
All right, well, so a little bit of
Folks taking advantage of the dance floor here at the Earl Theater. And right now, we'll send things back to the station for a quick look at the updated weather forecast. And this portion of today's merry-go-round brought to you by Price Power Equipment in Elkin, North Carolina. We'll be back with more music coming up right after this. Thank you so much, Bob King. Appreciate you once again. It looks like a pretty good forecast, so great weekend weather anyways. And right now, back to our special guests for the Saturday morning merry-go-round, first part, the Slate Mountain Ramblers.
All right, thank you, Jenny. We want to be sure and send this up to the station there, Mr. Bob King. We sure think a whole lot of him and his family. His mother has followed us all my life, I reckon. So hopefully if Lois is listening, Lois, this is for you too, but want to send it up to Bob and to all his family. We're going to play another dance tune here, a little bit of Sally Ann. that one, Claudine. Yeah.
Oh, they're dancing, ain't they?
Yeah, for those of you listening on the radio, y'all are sure missing a show. We got some dandy dancers out here today, and we had 3 of the prettiest ones I've ever seen, but now we got 2. I think one of them kind of scattered back out town. We'll do you another.
Just get you picking banjo. We'll slow it down, please.
All right, help me.
All right, while Marcia's getting her picking banjo up here, we'll slow it down and play maybe Annie Laurie or something other. We appreciate WPAQ for having the merry-go-round each Saturday. And just all of the local bands and stuff around playing. I told Kelly a couple of weeks ago we was talking, I said I had been playing the fiddle about 49 years, and I had somewhere that first year, along towards the end of that year, I'd went to the radio station and when they had it up in Studio A and played, and I said I had played sometime during the year, every year since then. So I hadn't got any better playing, but I hadn't got any worser playing. So
You think?
back then they recorded all of the shows, and I heard one, I don't know, a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago or something, that they'd went back like 30-some years then, and I said, well, I hadn't got no worse, but I hadn't got no better either. I still sounded the same. A little bit of Annie Laurie. go dancing.
Good job, Oscar and Malin. Y'all was right pretty. We'll get over here and we'll do about one more in D maybe, and then I think Jeannie will take a little break and we'll switch over an A chord. We want to be sure and send the program up and over to a few people, up to Charlottesville. Hello, Dr. Selden. Hopefully you're getting to watch. The man that took care of me for many, many years, lives over in Charlottesville and always comes to Galax every year, but he loves the YouTube. And so we're so thankful that he can watch that and see us. So, hey. And over to England, just a little bit across the water, over to the Johnsons, Miss Brenda, Rob, and Teresa, and also over to Emily and Andrew. So hopefully they're doing well. Come on up, babe. We'll get another fast tune here. What you got, Dad, for the last one in D? How about a little bit of the, Under the Double Eagle. Wrong animal. We'll go from a mule to an eagle. A little bit of Under the Double Eagle.
I will have to tell this. Gilmer Woodruff was a local banjo player, played with Ernest East and Benton Flippin. That's some of the pictures on the wall here that he used to play with. But when Benton would get ready to play Under the Double Eagle, Gilmer would say, play a little bit of that Don't Look Up.
Here on the stage of the Earl Theater for the Saturday morning merry-go-round. We will take this opportunity to take a real quick break and hear a word about the big Sandy Ridge concert coming up. And we will be back with more music from the Slate Mountain Ramblers right after this. Thank you so much, Bob King. And I do want to remind the folks here in the theater as well, the big Allen Bybee Homecoming Concert, that's 2 weeks from tonight over at the Sandy Ridge Elementary School, featuring Allen Bybee in Grasstown and the Churchmen, and that benefits the elementary school there in Sandy Ridge. Also, I want to tell you folks that tonight down at Prissy Polly's, Travis Fry and Blue Mountain will be playing, featuring also on the banjo, Eric Marshall. So if you're in and around Kernersville tonight, be sure and stop by Prissy Polly's Barbecue, get you something good to eat, and then be entertained by Travis Fry and Blue Mountain. We don't need to take any more breaks, so we can play on up until the 12 o'clock hour. I want you to stay tuned after that as well. Another hour and a half of music from our special guest, Crystal Creek. That's coming up for part 2 of today's program. Right now, back to the Slate Mountain Ramblers.
Okay, thank you, Jenny. Yeah, I heard you asked Marshall what time was he leaving. We all going on a big old trip. And supposed to leave in the morning. I know you've heard of people packing everything, you know, even the kitchen sink. I went in there this morning to get me a drink of water out of the kitchen sink, and it wasn't there. And I said, Barbara, what happened to the sink? She said, I got it in the suitcase. So she's been packing for a week, I think.
All righty, we're over here in A chord. So we'll get, I always have to stop and think because I always want to say Lacey and Brenda. I always have to stop because I don't want to say it. We'll do it for Alton and Brenda. And I'd say Lacey will be dancing around, but we all know he wasn't going to dance a lick, was he, Brenda? We'll do a little bit of Chilly Winds for Alton and Brenda. Malin, would you like to sing now, honey? You want to sing?
All right. Get Malin back up here, and her mama, I think, is going to sing a little bit of the rainbow signs. Is that what y'all going to do?
She's got a sparkle on her finger. She's a one-track mind. Wait, get over here. Wait. I got too many picks. Wrong one. I'll get it.
She got got picks on fingers and toes, looks like.
Okay, gotta sing up in it. A little bit of the rainbow sign. Sing. Good job, Maitlandale. She had a sparkle dilemma. She had one sparkle on her finger. We'll get Daddy over here. And we don't tell him he plays bluegrass. We just let him think whatever he wants. So we'll just slip this one right in here on him. Once in a while, he'll use that pinky. Most of the time, he don't.
Watch for the pinky.
Yeah, watch for the pinky. If he scooches up on the edge of his seat and gets that fiddle up under his chin, that pinky will start working. But that's the only way. But we'll do a little bit of bluegrass here, a little bit of the Sally Gooden.
Great job from our special guests, the Slate Mountain Ramblers. We got time for one more tune before we do need to take a break for the news. So whatever y'all got picked out to finish things up.
Wait, I've lost my pick.
I know. All right, we're going to send this tune up for Draper Way. A little bit of the Lost Indian to Alfred and Daphne Phillips.
Hey, Pumpkinhead, honey. Try not to get hurt, fall out of the bed, or twist your ankle, or do something today. Or trip over the chair feet trying to dance a little bit, okay? Take it easy today. Don't worry, I love you.
Oh, man. If we had 100 cows to have to look after, we'd get hurt too, I
Yeah,
guess.
sure. Well, more like 900.
All right,
I'm
we
sure.
want to mention Jordan Nance. Want to play this tune also for him too.
We want to be sure and send it up to Cana, Virginia, too, to B&B Produce, and over to the Dows. We can't leave our good friends out. Old Raymond and Jeffrey, and Eddie and Gary. Here's a little bit of the Lost Indian for you.
you.
Mountain Ramblers.
Happy birthday, Frosty.
Happy birthday,
Wow, happy
Marcia.
birthday, Frosty. Didn't even know it was your birthday. Oh, we're just saying that. Okay. Well, let's take a real quick break and send things up to high top Kudzu Hill for an updated look at news and weather, and then we will be back with another hour and a half of music from our special guest for part 2 of today's program, Crystal Creek. You're listening to the Voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ. Thank you so much, Bob King. And if you're just tuning in or just joining us, we had a great time on the first portion of today's program with the Slate Mountain Ramblers. Thanks to all those folks, and safe travels as you go as well. And right now, if it's all right and everybody's just about set to go, help me make welcome for part 2 of today's program, Crystal Creek.
Thank you. Didn't know Slate Mountain Ramblers do a good job. Y'all give them another big round of applause. They impressed me. Y'all ready? Thank you so much. How about a little bit of East Virginia blues?
Great job from Crystal
Thank
Creek.
you.
Let's go ahead and do one more if that's all right with you before we take a break.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh, okay. How's that go?
That one's
That's
Darius.
Darius.
It's Blue Ridge Mountain.
We're gonna do Blue Ridge Mountain Girl.
It sure is cold here in Chicago. The wind can cut you like a knife. Another day, another dollar. What a way to spend your life. She was young and I was restless, so I set out to see the world. Left my home in old Virginia and my Blue Ridge Mountain girl.
I can see her
Standing by the window,
There's nothing
sadder in this world than to see those green eyes all red from crying on my Blue Ridge Mountain girl. In my hands I hold a letter. It says she made a pretty bride. As I lay here in the darkness, she lies by another side. I've got money in my pockets, silver rings that I wear, but I trade them all this very minute for all the gold that's in her hair. I can see her standing by the window.
There's nothing
Sadder in this world than to see those green eyes all red from crying on my Blue Ridge Mountain girl.
I can see her
Standing by the window,
There's nothing
sadder in this world than to see those green eyes all red from crying
on my
Blue Ridge Mountain girl, on my Blue Ridge Mountain girl.
Yes, it is a great job, Darius. He's so good on the fiddle and so good on the mandolin. He can play most any instrument. I think he's very talented.
Amen.
All these folks up here are, though. I tell you what, Crystal Creek. We'll be back with more music coming up here on the Saturday morning merry-go-round. This portion featuring Crystal Creek right after this. Thank you so much, Bob King. And right now, if you're just tuning in or just joining us, you're listening to the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round, broadcast live each Saturday from the stage of the historic Earl Theater, home of the Old Time Music Heritage Hall. And right now, back to our special guest for this portion of today's program, Crystal Creek.
Thank you, Jenny. We're going to do a song now that we heard a group do that's it's nearly a new song, so don't tell anybody we're doing it. It's called I Missed You.
If ever you should change your mind and you might want to go, there's something you should realize about this girl you hold. I'd miss you like the sky would miss the stars if the Lord suddenly took them away. I'd miss you like the night would miss the moon if the moon didn't rise after day. If ever I should wake at dawn and reach to bring you near, I'd be surprised to find you gone when our love's been so dear. I'd miss you like the sky would miss the stars if the Lord suddenly took them away. I'd miss you like the night would miss the moon if the moon didn't rise after day. I'd miss you like the sun would miss the stars if the Lord suddenly took them away. I'd miss you like the night would miss the moon if the moon didn't rise after day. I'd miss you like the sky would miss the stars if the Lord suddenly took them away. I'd miss you like the night would miss the moon if the moon didn't rise after day. If ever you should change your mind, I'd miss you.
Good job, Lynette. It's a tough song here. Y'all say a prayer for us because we really have a lot of stuff to do. This is busy. You ready, Jonathan? Remember, you got a part on this now. It's called I Heard My Savior Calling Me.
Be free. Praise God, I seen the light, my Savior's calling me. I heard my Savior calling me. On that blessed night, I fell down on my knees. Well, I raised my hand for Jesus, pure faith has set me free. Praise God, I seen the light, my Savior's calling me. Oh, praise God, I seen the light.
I heard my
Savior calling me. Woo! Yeah.
Good job, Lynette. That's a tough song. I need to take a minute because it's probably going to take me at least till the next commercial break. And introduce all these guys. I'm going to start over here because he's probably the best known here in Mount Airy. Mr. Darius Flowers. He plays and sings and teaches up here. He does all kinds of stuff. So he's just a regular here in Mount Airy. The fellow next to him, Randy, he's playing the banjo. I got one, but he said, you talking about, that's the fly boy. So apparently he's a pilot and a doctor. So Mr. Randy Conrad from Tobaccoville.
And single! Any single women out there?
We got one over here on this other side playing this big old doghouse bass. Mr. Ian Richardson, he's from Stokesdale, North Carolina. Right next to him playing that dobro and doing a really good job. Hey, he also does a lot in this area, don't you?
Yeah, we played here last year.
Well, no, I'm talking about you work in this area too, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
He's with
Pilot area, Mount Airy.
Yeah, okay. Well, he does in-home care, I think, is what he does in therapy. Mr. Jonathan McHone from Danbury now? Yep, he lives in Danbury. Next to him, the little gal with the dark hair, that's Candy Fi. Candy's from King, North Carolina. The one with the blonde hair is Lynette Pop. She's from Rural Hall, North Carolina. And my name's Jimmy Curry, so y'all can just skip over me. Let's go and play some music, y'all. Go in and see. It's an instrumental. I don't know. What's your next song?
Instrumental.
Oh, okay. How about doing the Big Foggy Man?
Foggy Mountain, all right. All right, Jimmy said I could do one, so how about the...
Yeah, we're going to feature him on this one.
There you go, the ultimate banjo song, the Foggy Mountain Breakdown.
Just to show off.
Darius, I know your mom and daddy was like, I hope he don't kick that fiddle off the stage. he kicked his song list off. I guess you won't know the next one that's coming up.
Yeah, we'll take a break and get our composure back here and have a break for the weather forecast, and we'll be back with more music coming up from Crystal Creek, our special guest on this portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. Thank you so much, Bob King. And right now, we're going to let Darius tell you folks, we try to announce this each week, but about the events going on here at the Earl Theater and home of the Old Time Music Heritage Hall. So, Darius, you take part now in the TAPS program. Tell the folks a little bit more about that.
So the TAPS program is a program for, it's paid through the Surrey Arts Council. And from 4:30 to 5 o'clock, it's free dance lessons for any ages. So if you want to learn how to flat foot dance, like I was just now doing, like the two girls that you saw come up here do, they were flat footing. So I teach that here every Thursday night, 4:30 to 5 o'clock. And then 5:30 to 6:15 is free fiddle lessons, and the instruments are provided for the night, for Thursday nights, so that kids can learn how to play an instrument without actually having to buy an instrument just yet, just to see if they have interest in it. And so from 5:30 to 6:15 is free fiddle lessons, and 6:15 to 6:45, same deal, but it's with guitar, mandolin, and banjo classes from ages 6 to 21, and that is completely free, and instruments are provided for that night. And so that's pretty much why I'm here every Thursday night, and I'm here every few Saturdays to play on the merry-go-round, and so I try and announce this as much as possible. And that's where I learned to play music, with very minimal private lessons. So if you put the effort into it, you can definitely learn how to play.
And so, folks, keep that in mind if you have a young person in your life that you like to expose them to some traditional music. Be sure and show up here at the Earl Theater. And you don't have to pre-register for that. Just when you come, there'll be somebody to direct you where to go. Let them know that you're here for the free lessons. Back to more music now from our special guest, Crystal Creek. Jimmy, what you got picked out for us next?
I want to tell Darius, I can do that flat foot thing. I just can't pick them up and put them down anymore. We get too old for that part. We're going to get Candy to sing your song. It says, hey, I'm going to be all right tomorrow.
I may be a little bit tired tonight, but I'll be all right tomorrow. Be all right tomorrow. Be all right tomorrow. I may be a little bit tired tonight, but I'll be all right tomorrow. 'Cause my baby's coming home. Ever since but I'll be alright tomorrow, 'cause my baby's coming home.
Woo! I hear Candy, good job. We're gonna stay right there and sing, but we're gonna do this a little different. This is a song that Dana and Vincent made popular. It's called The Mark. We love singing this song.
When I cross over, I will shout and sing. I will know my Savior by the mark where the nails have been. By the mark where the nails have been. By his side upon his precious skin. Savior when I come to him. By the mark where the nails have been. A man of riches may claim a crown of jewels, but the King of heaven can be told from the Prince of Fools. By the mark where the nails have been. By his side upon his precious skin. Know my Savior when I come to him. By the mark where the nails have been. On Calvary's mountain, where they made him suffer so, all my sin was paid for a long, long time ago. By the mark where the nails have been. By his side upon his precious skin. Know my Savior when I come to him. By the mark where the nails have been. By the mark where the nails have been. Savior, by the mark where the nails have been. I will know my Savior when I come to him. By the mark where the nails have been.
I've always loved that song. When they came out with that, I just thought that was one of the best bluegrass gospel songs ever. Right now, let's take another real quick break, and we'll be back with more music from our special guest for part 2 of today's program, Crystal Creek. We'll be back right after this. That's okay, Bob. I was just over here talking about tattoos. I don't have any tattoos. I don't have anything against anybody that does. I was just saying that if you get them and then you get a little older, they generally don't look like what they did to start with. But anyways, that's enough about that. Let's go ahead and play
Called
Jimmy about...
metamorphosis.
Yeah, it's exactly.
They changed from caterpillar to a butterfly.
That's exactly right. What you got picked out for us next?
We're going to do a song called Shady Grove.
Shady Grove, pretty little miss. Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, pretty little miss. Going back to Harlan.
Okay, I'm gonna get this dobro back here to tune back into his right sound. I want to send a shout out to my brother David, who's listening somewhere down there, down the hill somewhere. You know, David said he's gonna tune us in, and guess what, Jenny? He called every relative he knows and every friend he knows. Your radio ratings ought to be really boosted today, because David's really shooting them up there for you.
She's sitting out there.
Well, that's all right. I'm still talking to her right down there, too. You know, my favorite story to tell about David, me and him are about 2 years apart. So it was either him 3 and my 5, or him 2 and my 4. My daddy was into country music, so he bought us these 2 little toy guitars. And, you know, I had this guitar, and I tied that string from here to here, just like all them country music stars that I'd seen do it. So I always spread out there wide and had that thing just streaming on. I thought I was going to be the next Ricky Nelson's what I thought. But we was talking about wanting to do a duet, and I loved, at that time, the brothers did the song, give me a minute, I'll think of it. Wake Up Little Susie, Everly Brothers. I like the Everly Brothers, and David liked somebody else. So I said, well, let's do the Everly Brothers song, Wake Up Little Susie. And he said, I don't want to do that song. He says, there was another song popular at that time called Honey, Won't You Be My Honeycomb? Anybody remember that song? So I said, well, we're going to do my song first, and then we'll do yours. So we started singing. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. David would say, honeycomb, honeycomb. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. Honeycomb, honeycomb. So that's my favorite story telling him. We still can't agree on anything, but I still love him. All right, y'all ready? Is this my song?
Yeah.
This is Bluefield, West Virginia, Mountain Girl. Oh, yeah!
Great job, great job. Jimmy, let's take a real quick break. We need to tell the folks about the big game that's coming up on our sister station, WSYD. North Surrey Greyhounds are vying for the state championship, and that game will be aired on our sister station. We want to be sure everybody knows. So we'll be back right after this word. Yeah, I don't have any tattoos, just in case if anybody was wondering. That's what we were talking about. I keep forgetting that everybody can hear what I say during the breaks on YouTube, so now they all know that I don't have any tattoos. But I don't have anything against anybody that's got one. My husband does have them. But if you want a reason not to get a tattoo, just ask Rick, can I see your tattoos, Rick? Jenny said they don't look so good like they once did. And then you'll be like, probably not going to get one like that. But anyways, probably too much information. Let's do 2 songs, and then we'll take a break for top of the hour weather forecast. Welcome back our special guest, Crystal Creek.
I'm going to show Jonathan off on this dobro right now. He's going to do a little bit of Salt Creek. want to hear Darius sing another song?
Yes.
Well, I do anyway. So we're gonna give it to do one. Sadie's got her new dress on.
Well, Sadie's mama told her, you're nearly 21. It's time you find a man and settle down. She put up her auburn hair, put on her best perfume, and headed for the dance downtown. Oh, Sadie's got her new dress on, Lord, Lord. Sadie's got her new dress on. Her mama's done and said she's old enough to wed. Sadie's got her new dress on. Charlie Taylor said, I've never seen a girl with eyes that green. But Sadie Rose just winked at him and patted him on the head, then danced a jig with Willie Dean. Oh, Sadie's got her new dress on, Lord, Lord. Sadie's got her new dress on. Her mama's done and said she's old enough to wed. Sadie's got her new dress on. Bobby said to Willie, I can't believe my eyes. That's Sadie Rose, she's looking mighty fine. Then Willie said to Bobby, I was looking at her too, and I'll be the one to make her mine. Oh, Sadie's got her new dress on, Lord, Lord. Sadie's got her new dress on. Her mama's done and said she's old enough to wed. Sadie's got her new dress on. Look over there, Jimmy. Sadie's got her new dress on.
Woo, and she's looking mighty fine. Move over Ian out of the way. I think she's looking at you.
I sure hope so. Well, Sadie's got her new dress on.
All right. Great job from our special guests here on the merry-go-round, Crystal Creek. We'll take a real quick break and come back with more music coming up on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round on the voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ. Thank you so much, Bob. And right now, we do need to tell you folks about a great business located across the street from the Earl Theater. That's Mayberry Music Center, of course, locally owned and operated by the Easter family. James's wife, Denise and his daughter Teresa are running the store now. They are back open, and they'd like to invite you to stop in and check out their selection of acoustic guitars. They've also got bass guitars, mandolins, fiddles, banjos, trumpets, saxophones, flutes, and much, much more. Also, Mayberry Music Center specializes in Blue Ridge guitars, and they are the authorized Blue Ridge guitar dealer here in the Mount Airy area, always offering a $100 discount off the suggested retail price of their Blue Ridge guitars. And you'll usually find some slightly used Blue Ridge guitars at Mayberry Music Center at a discounted price. They've got strings as well as all types of accessories for your instrument, and they offer music lessons and also instrument repair. And if you don't see what you're looking for when you stop by, please ask them, because chances are they can have it for you in just a short time. You'll also find there a great selection of bluegrass and also bluegrass gospel CDs, including titles from Mount Airy's own Easter Brothers, as well as the Primitive Quartet. Mayberry Music Center is open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 4, and on Saturdays they're open from 9:30 to 3. They're always closed on Sunday, though. That's Mayberry Music Center, historic Main Street in downtown Mount Airy, bringing you this portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. Also, we want to be sure and tell you folks that when the Lonesome River Band is here, they had planned last year to do a concert here in memory of, or honoring actually, the Easter Brothers, and that was before James passed away. Of course, you know, they've got a whole gospel CD with nothing but Easter Brothers songs in it. And so if you haven't checked that out, check out the Lonesome River Band's Music by the Easter Brothers CD, their latest release. Right now, let's go back to more music from our special guest, Crystal Creek.
A good friend of mine, David Severs is his name, has gone on to be with the Lord now. And he wrote this song. It was about him growing up in his childhood. And I want to sing this song in his honor. And I hope I make him proud doing it. It's called Little Brick Church. There's a little brick church in the hills of Ashe County. In my memory I can see it oh so clear, where many friends and loved ones have gone to be with Jesus and sing praises to the Lord that was so dear. Oh, how sweet are the memories of that little brick church on the hill. I trust in Jesus as my Savior in that little brick church on the hill. I remember walking down to that little brick church house in the snow and in the sleet and the rain, but I could always feel the spirit of my Lord there. He said my efforts would not be in vain. Oh, how sweet are the memories of that little brick church on the hill. I trust in Jesus as my Savior in that little brick church on the hill. Now I'd like to go back to that little brick church house in those Blue Ridge hills far away. Many friends and loved ones have gone to be with Jesus, but I'll rejoice with them in heaven some sweet day. Oh, how sweet are the memories of that little brick church on the hill. I trust in Jesus as my Savior in that little brick church on the hill. Oh, how sweet are the memories of that little brick church on the hill. I trust in Jesus as my Savior in that little brick church on the hill. Thank you. I love singing that song. Going to be. Oh, you want to do one? Okay, yeah. Stay there. sing another song that's called Lonesome Pine. Let's cover up the song list now. Oh,
We done covered it up.
stay there, go to bed. Me and Candy sung the first half. We'll make you sing the last half.
Evidently.
This song's called The Blue Trail of Sorrow.
Blue trail of sorrow lies upon the ground, and I get so lonely since you let me down. Well, I used to be so happy walking on these streets. Now there's just sadness everywhere for me. Start walking, baby, walk all over town. Blue tears of sadness falling down. Keep looking, baby, I won't be around. Blue trail of sorrow on the ground. Now when you had $1, you'd stick right by me. Now you've got nothing, the blues for company. Well, I think I'll leave tomorrow. I'm tired of this old town, but it won't be hard to find me if you're looking on the ground. Start walking, baby, walk all over town. Blue tears of sadness falling down. Keep looking, baby, I won't be around. Blue trail of sorrow on the ground. Start walking, baby, walk all over town. Blue tears of sorrow falling down. Keep looking, baby, I won't be around. Blue trail of sorrow on the ground.
Crystal Creek for you here on the Saturday morning merry-go-round. A few shout-outs I need to make. Bobby Mandarin said he was really enjoying the program today. Also, let's see, who else is listening in? Oh, Bernie and Kathleen, they're listening in all the way from up in New York. And also, Bob said he wanted to tell you folks how much he was enjoying the good Dobro picking. So we'll take a real quick break and hear a word from our sponsor, and we'll be right back with more music coming up on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. I think this is the last break we have. Thank you so much, Bob King. If you're just tuning in, you have missed a great program, but we got about a quarter hour of music left, about 13 minutes, Jimmy. And it's been a great time to have y'all on. Thanks again so much.
Thank you so much for having us. Appreciate you folks out there in Radio Land listening to us. Appreciate you folks here in the audience encouraging us. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
We're going to do a song now. Candy's going to lead us called It's a Lonesome, Lonesome Feeling.
It's a lonesome feeling when you're traveling down lonesome road, down lonesome road. Nobody cares a thing about you. It's a heavy load, it's heavy load. I fell in love in Cincinnati. His love was true and he told me so. He gave me rings and he took my money. Where he ran off to, I'll never know. It's a lonesome feeling when you're traveling down lonesome road, down lonesome road. Nobody cares a thing about you. It's a heavy load, it's a heavy load. I wish that I was in Kentucky with my mama and my papa dear. But mama's gone now and so is papa. And Kentucky's a long way from here. It's a lonesome feeling when you're traveling down lonesome road, down lonesome road. Nobody cares a thing about you. It's a heavy load, it's heavy load. It's a lonesome feeling when you're traveling down lonesome road, down lonesome road. Nobody cares a thing about you. It's a heavy load, it's heavy load.
All right, Lynette, you're the one. Let's hear that one.
You're the one that made me cry. Oh, you're the one that laughed at me and said goodbye. You're the one that made me blue. So how's it feel now that you're the one it's happened to? Now you're back holding me with open arms. What happened to the one you left with all that charm? You say she's gone, you're all alone. Well, that's a shame. But if you think real hard, I know you'll see just who's to blame. You're the one that made me cry. Oh, you're the one that laughed at me and said goodbye. Oh, you're the one that made me blue. So how's it feel now that you're the one it's happened to? share. Yet it seems to me not too long ago you didn't care. The love you left no longer lives within my heart. See the game you played so recklessly tore it all apart. You're the one that made me cry. Oh, you're the one that laughed at me and said goodbye. Oh, you're the one that made me blue. So how's it feel now that you're the one it's happened to? So tell me, how's it feel now that you're the one? How's it feel to be the one? You're the one, you're the one, you're the one. Oh, you're the one, you're the one, you're the one. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Jenny. One more? Two more. Let's do one more yard.
Tonight the sad heart is weary. I'm wondering if I'm wrong right. You dream about you though you've left me, and I wonder where you are tonight. The rain is golden slowly falling upon my window pane tonight, and though your eyes even colder, I wonder where you are tonight. I've done a million times, my darling, ever since you went away. Now I'm waiting, wondering, hoping, and I'm praying that you'll be coming back someday. The rain is golden, slowly falling upon my window pane tonight, and though your eyes are even colder, I wonder where you are tonight. And if I could only make a measure for all those things that were not right, I wouldn't have to walk and worry and wonder where you are tonight. The rain is golden, slowly falling upon my window pane tonight, and though your house is even colder, I wonder where you are tonight. Yes, I wonder where you are tonight.
Great job, and thank you again so much. We got time for one more on today's
All
program.
right.
Thank you again to
we
Crystal
did this
Creek.
song last time we was here, and I hope we didn't wear it out and mess it up anybody, but we're going to do it again. It's called On the Sea of Life.
You're on the sea of life, sailing to a better home, where the saints of all the earth shall abide. We meet all our trials here, many pleasures wait
Great job on that one. For sure. No, that one never gets old. And this is the last portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. I want to be sure and remind you folks, next week we'll have the Apple Pie String Band. They'll be doing some Celtic music as well as Americana, bluegrass, old time for part one of next Saturday's show. That's March the 12th. And then gospel and bluegrass from Just a Little Grace. So until then, this is Jeannie Lowry signing off from another edition of the Saturday morning merry-go-round on the voice of the Blue Ridge.